Well, Audi asked us, they've been working on piloted driving for quite a number of years. And they asked us to really consider the human element of it, the experience of what it means to be in an autonomous car, traveling at 200 kilometers an hour. Well, it's ultimately Audi is a technology company, so it's a lot about performance. The performance of the car, and also the performance of the driver, the passengers and the driver. And what we felt by actually working with these engineers and also sitting in the car and experiencing this is that it becomes something else. It's a new experience. It's neither the same as driving entirely yourself, nor being on a kind of roller coaster ride. It's something else. And we thought it was important for more people to experience that, to get a sense of what it means.
And in the end, the idea to build a lab, this was like a straight translation from the way they developed this technology, because you need track time and you need to test these things on a closed circuit. So what they do is they travel from racetrack to racetrack and just keep improving this technology and keep improving this prototype vehicle. And we thought it would be interesting to basically invite people to the inner sanctum of the Audi technical development, which is normally like completely secret, right? And you don't want any people there. But by involving people and just bringing them there, and also bringing them in direct dialogue with the actual engineers who actually designed the system, we thought that would be a great way of launching this technology and demonstrating it.
This is one of many ongoing research efforts, not only for us but also for Audi into this area. They're working on collision avoidance. What happens? How do you, at speed, avoid something that might come into the path? But it's not that there's a single moment where suddenly we're all driving autonomously. This is also kind of a ridiculous idea. Over the next 20 years, I mean, in a lot of ways, cars can already do certain bits on their own, like cruise control or a little bit of driving a certain distance ahead or behind the car in advance.
Okay. Perfect.
And these types of technologies will become more and more a part of our lives over the next 20 years.
But gradually, so it's not
gradually.
It won't
Exactly.
be like that one moment where it just pops out. There will be parking very soon. There is parking, automated parking, adaptive cruise control, lane assistance. If you plug all of these things together, you're already pretty close to actually autonomous vehicles. Actually, the Audi engineers, it's just a couple of people. It's a very small research team around Thomas Müller and Dr. Peter Bergmüller, and I'd say it's research group of core of 20 people, and then obviously with a lot of support across departments, and they worked for 8 months on this car, and the debut was in Hockenheim a couple of weeks ago, and basically what you were part of yesterday was the first time that people could try this out and experience this. And then on our side, we worked for the last 3 months very intensely with this team, and during that time also added another 30 people to the process. So basically, the first component is a mobile laboratory that will continue to travel with the team. It's a half workshop, half office facility that it's just the home for the team now. And in addition to that, we kitted out the car with a series of cameras that are introverted in the sense that they actually produce images of the passenger in this autonomous vehicle. And we used them just to look deeper into that, and at some point we thought it would be really nice to share that with people, because if you if you produce endless amounts of footage, testing, where's the interesting bits in that footage? You know, where do people react to this? And it's actually quite specific points on the track. So what we made is like an automated system that grabs specific parts of going around the track and just compiles them into videos that are automated, you know, extractions of exciting moments, basically. And that we do by plugging into the car. So there's an application that reads out the G-forces in the car and the deceleration, acceleration, horizontal acceleration, and using that data, we grab certain media assets, collage them together into little video clips, and then the driver, or the passenger rather in this case, gets these assets sent to him.
At the end of the day, we also thought, having met these engineers and worked with them closely, we thought that it's a two-way dialogue. In other words, we thought it was important not only to share what they're doing, but also so that they can see the reaction of their work on the piloted driver, or the people sitting in the car, as their work hits the pavement and hits the tarmac, and at an extremely high rate of speed. It's also a lot about pleasure, in that this is it's very much not in direct opposition to the other kinds of automated driving that are happening now. But this is very much about, it's not only about going from point A to point B so that the car does it effortlessly. It's also about that journey from A to B can have new types of pleasure. A lot of the times when we think about the future of automation, it's really only about very practical aspects. But we think it's important and Audi thinks it's important, and we kind of also share that interest, that the future also has to have these elements of excitement. Otherwise, what's the point?
Resume, the future's gonna be fun.